Do we have to born with a good voice for becoming a singer?
What do you mean born with a good voice? What do you mean by a
I
good
mean,
voice?
if just like I think I don't have a good voice to become a singer, and can I improve it?
Do you want to sing something to me?
No, I'm not very good now.
Welcome to the SingWell Karaoke Show. I'm Lenore at your service. Today's topic is big dreams, small budget. We'll talk to Vanshika, who wants to be a professional singer, but she doesn't have the money. I've been there, so I have a few ideas. We have a new segment of a show called The Letter of the Day, and then we'll do some singing because this is a singing show. Let's do this. Hi, I'm Lenore, singer and a voice teacher. Learning how to sing and getting to a good level, maybe even a professional level, is something that will cost you money. You will need voice lessons, then maybe you will need to pay a pianist to accompany you and maybe even coach you. You will need photo shoots eventually, applications, traveling for auditions. You will need to work on your body. That will cost money as well. And it's just a big commitment. So we have two questions here. Are you willing to commit your budget to your singing? And second, are you willing to commit yourself to singing? Because budget is something that we can build up. Budget is something that we can plan for. But you will need to actually go and do the work with the budget that you have. And in this episode, we talked to someone who really wants this, but she doesn't have the money. And I gave her guidelines as to how to begin. There's a lot of stuff that you can do on your own. I have a whole article on how to learn to sing on a budget. And it includes all the stuff that you can do for free before you even pay a dime to anyone. Eventually, if you really want to get good, you will need the budget, but we can still work on that and think about that. And there are scholarships in the world. We're going to talk about that as well. So let's get to the call and then we'll talk a little bit more about it.
Okay, so we have Vanshika from India. Hi, Vanshika.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing really good. Maybe you can say for the show what you wrote me in that email, and then we can talk about it.
I want to say I want to become a singer, a professional singer, but I don't have proper guidance, or I don't have money to take any, private lesson or any online course. I want to do it from my heart. Like it's my aim now.
Mm-hmm. So, how old are you?
I'm 16.
Right. And you're still in school?
Yes.
Right now, you don't have money because you live with your family, right? Because you're not
Yes.
independent. Okay. But when you become a certain age, maybe in 2 years from now, you will be more independent. You will have a job and everything, correct?
Yeah. After 2 years, I think I will be able to become independent.
Great. Okay. So this is just a temporary situation, right? We have 2 years when you are dependent on other people.
Yeah.
And after that, you can go and do your own thing, right?
Yeah, I can also take online or private lessons after 2 years, I think.
Okay, so let's talk about the time that you have. Because if you want to be a singer, let's just pretend that you don't need money at all to be a singer, right? That's not the case. You do, but we'll find a way, okay? So let's pretend we don't need money to become a singer. We need time. You need to dedicate time to practice, correct?
Yes.
So how often do you think you will need to practice?
I think I should practice 2 hours a day.
So in my opinion, 2 hours, especially in the beginning, is way too long, really, really long for making sounds. Because I don't know what you're doing with your voice right now. I haven't heard you yet. But if you're just beginning, there is a very high chance that you are using wrong habits for your
Yeah.
voice. So doing that for 2 hours without realizing what you have to do correctly can be dangerous for your voice. I wouldn't do that.
Oh,
That would be my recommendation. So in the beginning, that depends, of course, on how you feel in the throat, which has to be the first thing that you pay attention to when you sing, okay? If you feel
okay.
good in the throat, you can continue for longer, but the principle is you start with 15 to 20 minutes in the beginning. Yeah, you'll get better at it and you'll learn more stuff, and then you can make it longer and longer. But you always have to pay attention to how it feels in the throat and not overdo the singing, okay?
Okay.
And what will get you the progress is the regularity, because it's like any kind of sports, you have to do it again and again. Think of
Yeah.
like you're doing the splits. You're trying to do the splits if you are a ballet dancer or whatever, and you want to, you know what the splits is? When you're like this with your hands, with your legs, sorry.
Yes.
You can't do that in one day. And
Yeah.
if you pull
I have
on
to
your
practice
muscles
in it.
you can't pull on your muscles for 2 hours every day, right? Like you have to do
Yeah.
some little bit every day. And you have to take one day off. One day off.
Okay.
Okay. So these are the principles. Now, I can give you some tutorials on YouTube, some warm-ups, some like tips that will tell you what you have to do on your own. Okay.
Okay.
And then I can tell you, like I just did, how long you do it, how often you do it, and what you do in your practice, like what is the structure of the practice. If I give you that, will you do it?
Yeah, I will surely do it. I'm
Okay.
waiting for someone who will guide me.
If you take that deal, this is how it's going to go. You're going to send me an email with a video of you singing, just something very short,
Okay.
so that we know where you are now. Okay. You can sing a verse and a chorus from a song. Okay. And I need to see
Okay.
you from the torso up. So like you see me now. Can you see me, by the way?
Yes, I can see you.
Okay. Yeah, so at least from the torso, like from the half of the torso, from the ribs up,
Okay.
so I
Okay.
can see what's going on. That's just the first station. So you don't worry about it. If it's completely horrible, I love it. I don't care. Okay.
Okay.
Great. And then I want you to do this process that I'm going to give you for 1 month.
Okay.
And I will ask you then to send me a video again. And I would like you to also keep me updated as to what you're doing when you practice, how you feel in your practice. So we see how you work. And if I see that you are as dedicated as you say,
Yes.
then I will give you a scholarship and you'll be able to take the course with me.
Okay.
Okay. So that means you don't have to pay for it, but you will have to do it. So I don't give stuff for free. I give
Okay.
you the guidance for people who don't have money, like yourself, because I also didn't have money at
Yeah.
some point. And I wish that somebody did that with me. I'm going to give you the guidance in exchange of you doing the work.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, great. It's hard to be a singer. What's not going to happen is that you're going to sing somewhere and someone's going to discover you and take you with them to record in a famous label and make you famous. By the way, maybe it will happen. Maybe you are Cinderella. I don't know. But if not, that doesn't mean that you can't be a singer. But it means
Yeah.
that you have to take responsibility for it. You have to work on your singing. Then you're going to have to work on your business skills. Then you're going to have to work on your stage skills. And then you're going to have to work on your financial skills and self-promoting and all of that. And I can give you guidance for all of these things. Okay. Do you have any questions so far?
Yeah, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have to born with a good voice for becoming a singer?
What do you mean born with a good voice? What do you mean by a
I
good
mean,
voice?
if just like I think I don't have a good voice to become a singer, and can I improve it
Yes.
to become a
Do you
singer?
have, yeah, you have a pair of vocal cords. I can hear it because you're talking to me. So if you have that, and if you have a pair of lungs, and I can hear that because you're talking to me, right?
Yeah.
And you are alive. If everything in your vocal instrument is working and there is no damage there, you can improve your voice.
Thank you.
I actually, when you just talk to me, I hear that there is already some resonance in the voice. So it's not like this really small kind of squeaky, scratchy, whispery voice. I hear a voice just when you talk.
Yeah.
Do you want to sing something to me?
No, I'm not very good now.
That's okay. I'll
I
help
don't
you.
even started anything. I just forgot because of my nervousness.
I know, I know. I've been exactly where you are. I've been so nervous when I started. I didn't want anyone to hear my voice, but I knew that I wanted to be a singer. I was exactly the same. So I know how you feel. And the only reason I am pushing you on this is because I really think that's the best way for me to help you.
I can sing Let Me Down Slowly by Alec Benjamin.
Hi, let's take a little break from the call. I have something important to say. Did you know that you can also call the show and talk to me? I would love to hear from you if you are struggling with anything that has to do with singing. Or if you went through some difficulties and came out the other end. I would love to have you on the show. All you have to do is go on my blog, singwell.eu, and contact me through there. Keep in touch. Now let's get back to the show.
Yeah, so maybe give me one or two phrases from a song and let's see where we are at.
Okay, now I'm gonna sing, but my voice is not very clear.
I know that's what you think, but I will be the judge of that.
Okay.
It's okay. Just do it.
This night is a cold in the kingdom. I can feel you fade away from the kitchen to the bathroom sink, and your steps keep me awake. Don't cut me down, throw me out, leave me here to waste. I once was a man with dignity and grace. Now I'm slipping through the cracks of your cold embrace. So please, please, could you find a way to let me down slowly? A little sympathy, I hope you can show me. If you wanna go, then I'll be so lonely. If you're leaving, baby, let me down slowly.
Okay.
That's it.
Hi, it's me from the future. Just wanted to update that I went on YouTube and listened to the song, and indeed the singing we just heard was not accurate in terms of the melody. However, Vanshika was going up the melody when the melody was supposed to go up, and went down the melody when it was supposed to go down. So I don't think she is tone deaf, but there is some work to be done on pitch awareness indeed.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. I know it took a lot of nerves. Yeah. So when you say that your voice is not clear, what did you mean by that?
I just think my voice is not as clear as the singers have, and I need to make it more clear and sharp.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Um, I don't think it's not clear. I think it can have more resonance.
Okay.
So it can be richer. It can be deeper. Maybe even can be a little bit less airy, but there was not like a major problem with the air in your voice. So I don't know the song, and so I
Okay.
don't really know if you sang it accurately or not. But I'm not really worried about that right now. What I'm thinking about is the quality of the voice. Okay, and the first thing that I can hear, I don't even see you, but I'm betting that your jaw is a little bit tense. Is that correct? Like you don't really release the jaw a lot when you sing?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's one thing that I hear. I hear some tension around here, and I hear that there can be more space in the back of the instrument and some more space at the bottom, right? Like some, yeah, we just need to open up the instrument. So the tutorial that I have about resonance, I will start with that. And you practice, when you make sounds, you practice 20 minutes tops, okay? If you feel good in the throat. And you start by doing some kind of body work. That, by the way, can be longer, so it's not included in your 20 minutes. I want you to do some kind of body work, if it's yoga. Do you do yoga?
Yes.
Or Pilates? Okay, good, great. So you can do that for as long as you want. I don't care, at least 5 minutes. You want the instrument to be free before you start singing. So that's the first thing you're gonna do. The second thing is that you're just gonna go to one of my warm-ups on YouTube and follow those.
Okay.
Okay. And then you're gonna do the resonance tutorial. Okay.
Okay.
And then you're gonna do a sing through session, which means you take a song and you sing it for fun. You don't think about technique. You don't think about is it good or not at all.
Okay.
And so that's what I want you to do in the first week. After that, you can start making the warm-up a little bit shorter. So maybe do the first 2 or 3 exercises from the warm-up. Then you're going to do your tutorial, and it can be the resonance tutorial, or you can start experimenting with another one. And I would pick the chest tutorial, chest voice tutorial for you. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
And after that, you take a song and you break it down in phrases. You sing one phrase, and you decide, okay, I'm gonna work on, for example, something that I learned from the tutorial, let's say releasing the jaw, creating a little bit more space, okay? That's something that you learn in the tutorial. So you decide you're gonna work on that, and then you just focus on it, and you work with one phrase at a time. That's what we call technical work. Like you work on your vocal technique that way, okay?
Okay.
And then you finish with the sing through. The sing through part is very, very important because very soon you're going to start being very judgmental about your sound. Well, you already are, but you're gonna be more and more as you learn more and as you feel more about your voice. You'll be more expecting more of your voice. And then it's very easy to go into a loop in your mind that the technique has to be better, never good enough. And you can go insane that way. So you have to finish with at least one time singing for the joy of music. This is why you are here today.
Okay.
Okay. So don't finish a practice session without at least a little bit singing for fun. Okay.
Okay.
That's very important. The last thing I'm going to say is that I want you to go to my website, SingWell.eu, and check out the article, How to Practice Singing. Most of what I told you today is there, but there are some things that will really give you the specific guidance as to what you have to do when you practice. Okay?
Okay, I will do.
You do that for a few weeks, and then you send me another video, and then we see where you're at.
Okay, I will send.
Yeah? If I see that you're in this and you're doing what I say and you're following it and you're making progress, I will help you.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. And then when you can become independent, then we have to talk about how you can start contributing to your own progress and what you can do to get yourself more and more advanced guidance.
Yeah.
But by the time you're there, I hope that you will already have made some progress. And some teachers will be lucky to have you. So thank you, Vanshika.
Thank you. You're very sweet, by the way.
Thank you. I thought I was a little bit harsh with you today, but yeah, I appreciate it. You're also very sweet. But yeah, I just needed to be very clear with you because you have big dreams.
Yeah.
And you need to know the reality about that.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I have to work hard.
Yeah. You have to make it happen. You. No one else will make it happen. Okay?
Yeah.
Great. Have fun,
Thank
and I'll
you.
see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
So that was a nice talk with a very charming yet a bit shy girl with big ambitions. It was exciting for me to hear that someone wants to be a professional singer so badly that they're willing to put in the work. Just a short update. It's been a couple of months since the call, and I had a few updates from her in the beginning that she's practicing and she thinks that the exercises are helpful and all of that. I have not heard from her anything concrete yet. I did not get the second video from her showing her progress, so I'm still waiting on that. But here's something that I want to put out there for Vanshika and for the rest of you. If you say that this is something that you're passionate about, you want to be a good singer, you want to do this for a living maybe, if someone hands something to you without pay, for free, which is what I offered Vanshika, yeah? But it was not really for free, was it? It had conditions attached to it, because that's what being a professional means. You have to pay a certain price, yeah? And the first thing that you have to pay is your time and dedication, and you have to show that you are willing and capable. I was willing to give her free attendance to my course. If she would have taken that, I would have even gone on to give her private lessons. Yeah? But first I needed to know that she wants this enough, that she will put in the work and she will make progress. And if you put in the work, you're going to make the progress. There's no question about it. But she didn't take it yet. She might still do that. She might still write to me tomorrow and say, here's my second video, and here I took all of your advice, and this is what I did with it, and we can take that a step further. I'm giving my side of the bargain, but she needs to give her side. I'll tell you something else. Most of the people to whom I gave a scholarship did not do their end of the bargain, which is why nowadays I don't give an actual scholarship until I see the commitment. So until I see, like, I give you this and this and this free resources, and you work with them and you show me what you can do. Until you do that, I'm not giving you anything that anyone else will have to pay money for. Because most people, when they get a scholarship, they don't use it. And that connects with something that I've heard actually about universities in the US. The scholarship funds there are not taken advantage of. Surprisingly, there are scholarships sitting, waiting for someone to go and claim it. Are people too lazy to ask for scholarships? Are people not willing to do what the scholarship demands of them? Because, again, I heard from my sister, she's an academic. She was, sorry, an academic. Now she's a training psychologist. That when you get a scholarship, you have to keep the person updated. You have to write thank you notes. You have to show your progress. There is like work involved besides the work that you are paid to do by the scholarship, in a form of research or whatnot. So that's what I'm demanding of anyone that I'm offering my scholarships to. I want to see evidence that you are in it. Most people are not. If you are, by the way, contact me, because I'm looking for people who are dedicated. I'm looking for people who are passionate enough that they will just go on the journey with me and that I can make them superstars. I would love to do that, but I cannot do this for you. We have to do this together. This is a 50-50 relationship. So this is the unfortunate reality. When you get something for free, you will not appreciate it as much, and it will not work as well as when you have earned the money and had to pay for it. So keep this in mind. If you tell yourself that you want to be a professional singer, I'm talking to you, people. Don't let anything stop you. There are people like me in the world who are willing to help you out and give you a scholarship if you want to become a professional. So, on that note, we're going to go to the letter of the day. So here in the letter of the day, I'm going to read to you some emails that I get from people asking me questions about singing. If I don't get permission from the person, I will make up a name for them. And this one is, let's call her Hannah. Hannah wrote me, I really love to sing. So can you please teach me how to sing better with a clear voice and high pitch? I really want guidance, but can you teach me for free, please? And we have about 12 question marks. Okay, so Hannah, I'm going to answer your question with 2 questions, and then I'm going to actually give you an answer, okay? So the first question is, what do you do for a living? Second question is, will you do that for me without me having to pay you? Yeah, so that was just a little wink comment to say, teaching voice is my job, so I can't really do it for free, but on the other hand, I kind of can, right? We just talked to Vanshika. I offered her a scholarship under some conditions, right? So if you want to contact me about that, we can start your process on it, no problem at all. And a part of that process includes a lot of free content that I have on my blog. You can start by how to practice singing, or you can fill out the 1-minute quiz on my homepage. It will determine where you are in your singing, on your singing journey, and then you'll get guidance from me where to go on the blog to learn what you need to learn. Eventually, there will be some courses. Eventually, there will be some private lessons. These are stuff that you have to do if you want to be a good singer. If you want a clear voice, you said here's a pointer for you. Go to YouTube to my tutorial on vocal cords. Yeah, so if you type in Lenore Oren vocal cords, you will find that tutorial. There are some exercises there for that, and that will give you a clearer voice. You can also play around with the resonance tutorial also on YouTube, and those 2 are free. So you start, by the way, start with a warm-up. So you can also YouTube my warm-up, a little bit of a warm-up, then do a tutorial, and you'll start getting a clearer voice. Other than that, you can get my guidance through the 1-minute quiz, and you can go to how to practice singing. You can also go, as I mentioned before, to my how to learn how to sing on a budget. That's also an article on my blog. All of these resources are free, but you will see that eventually, because it's singing, you will need outside feedback. The voice that you have inside your head that you hear while you sing is not the voice in reality. And that's why singers need outside feedback more than other professions, right? Instruments, what have you. So having said that, you can go and start for free. If you need scholarship from me, you know what to do about that. Just drop me a line. And I hope I answered your question. Thank you. I love that you ask me questions. You can go to my website and there is like an envelope or a smiley at the bottom corner, and you can click there and write me a message. I will get it, and I personally answer all of the questions. And now we can move on to the singing part. I'm gonna do some karaoke. Today I chose the song You Gotta Be by Desiree. It's a wonderful song, how you have the power and you gotta toughen up, stay positive, help yourself, and you'll get somewhere. And all I know is love will save the day. Well, when I sing this today, I mean love for singing, your love, my love. Our shared love for singing will save the day. And enjoy singing. This your day unfolds. Challenge what your future holds. Try to keep your head up to the sky. Lovers, they may cause you tears. Go ahead, release your fears. Stand up and be counted. Don't be afraid to cry. You gotta be bad. You gotta be bold. You gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard. You gotta be tough. You gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool. You gotta be calm. You gotta stay together. All I know, love will save the day. Heard what your mother said. Read the books your father read. Try to solve the puzzles in your own sweet time. Some may have more cash than you. Others take a different view. My, oh my, hey, hey, hey. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stay together. All I know, love will save the day. Time asks no questions, it goes on without you, leaving you behind if you can stand the pace. The world keeps on spinning, can't stop it if you try to. The best part is danger staring you in the face. Remember, listen as your day unfolds. Challenge what your future holds. Try to keep your head up to the sky. Lovers, they may cause you tears. Go ahead, release your fears. My, oh my, yeah. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stay together. All I know, love will save the day. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stay together. All I know, love will save the day. You got to be bold, you got to be bad, you got to be wise. Don't ever say you got to be hard, no to